If you are a lover of affirmations or you've just heard about how powerful they can be, then you are going to love the Daily Affirmations for Women podcast, created by the Women's Meditation Network and hosted by the amazing Jody Agard. Every morning, you'll receive an episode that is dedicated to one specific affirmation, so you can have the space to reflect on it and receive the power within it. Follow and start listening now to the Daily Affirmations for Women podcast on your favorite podcast player.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1895, Building Healthy Relationships with a Positive Attitude, by BrianTracy of BrianTracy.com. Hello, everybody, and thanks so much for joining another installment of ORD, the podcast that's all about helping you to improve the many relationships in your life. I'm your host and narrator, Greg Audino, here with you every single day, reading from different articles that touch upon relationship building, giving you the tools that you need to create more love and friendship in your life. So let's check in with today's author, BrianTracy, as we dive into his article now and start optimizing your life. Building Healthy Relationships with a Positive Attitude, by BrianTracy of BrianTracy.com. People have deep subconscious needs, and the deepest need of all, the core emotional need of the human being, is for self-esteem. It is to maintain healthy relationships of mutual respect. The deepest need is to feel important. An important way of satisfying a deep subconscious need for self-esteem and personal value is acceptance. Healthy relationships and self-esteem. Sociologists say that a lack of acceptance, or rejection from individuals or groups, is the main cause for many problems with disaffected groups in our society. Much of the antisocial behaviors of these groups is aimed at somehow gaining the acceptance of people who they feel do not accept them currently, and to gain healthy relationships. In healthy relationships, this is what everyone is seeking. Everyone wants to be liked and accepted just the way they are. If all you did was to continually express unconditional acceptance to each person you meet, both at home and at your workplace, you would soon be one of the most popular in your world. And how do you express unconditional acceptance? It's simple. To wear a smile. Smiling at an audience during speeches or presentations is also a useful speaking tip that I give to all of my students. Wear a smile. This next tip is just as important as setting smart goals to maintain progress toward creating a happy life. Did you know that it takes 12 muscles to smile and 113 muscles to frown? When you smile at another person, a warm, genuine smile, you tell that other person that he or she is attractive, pleasant, likable, safe, and secure in your estimation. A single smile is so powerful that it can often transform a person with low self-esteem, jolting them from negativity to a person with a positive attitude. Smiles are so powerful that many long-term marriages and healthy relationships have begun with a single smile shared across a room. You've heard people say that when our eyes met, we both knew that we were meant for each other. Each morning, when you come to work, do the rounds. Go to each person on your team and smile at them. Ask them how they are. Take a few moments to listen patiently and smile while they tell you what they're doing and how they're feeling. As you go from person to person, like a lamplighter going from lamp to lamp, they will light up and smile themselves, feeling happy about being at work. When you go around and smile at people, it is very much like stepping on the accelerator of their potential and igniting positive thinking and positive attitudes wherever you go. They start to perform at higher levels because their self-esteem has risen. The big payoff. There is a big payoff for smiling at people. When you smile at another person, the physical action releases endorphins in your brain. Endorphins are called nature's happy drug. They make you feel happy and raise your self-esteem. When you smile, you feel and act in a more personable way to everyone around you, and exude a feeling of positivity. The most popular and influential people in most situations are people who genuinely smile at others when they meet them and greet them. Smiling is one of the techniques used to promote cooperation in the workplace, and the ability to encourage cooperation amongst teammates is an important leadership quality of business leaders in the 21st century. Every time you smile, You not only make other people feel better about themselves, but you raise your own self-esteem, you increase your level of positive attitude, and feel better about yourself as well. You will start to build healthy relationships all around you. All it takes is the deliberate decision by you to smile at the people around you and to express to them that you are genuinely happy to see them. The opposite of smiling is being negative or passive. It's walking around the office with a glum or a negative look on your face. Since everyone takes everything personally, if you are negative for any reason, each of your staff members wonders if it's something that they have done personally that has made you unhappy. They become preoccupied with your mood. They slow down their work and their creativity comes to a halt. If you are negative for any period of time, they start to talk about it and they worry about their jobs. Even if you are negative because you have an obsessed tooth that is causing you pain and discomfort, because other people don't know this, they will assume that they have done something wrong that has displeased you. Maintain a positive attitude. From this day onward, decide that you are going to smile at each person in your department each morning when you go in. Walk around and greet them and ask them how they're doing. Treat them as if they were working for free and their coming to work was purely voluntary. Treat them as if you owe them money and you're behind on the payments. Treat them as if their work was essential to your success in doing your work, which it is. You just listened to the post titled, Building Healthy Relationships with a Positive Attitude by Brian Tracy of BrianTracy.com.
What's up? It's Kaylee Cuoco. When it comes to travel, we all have a happy place. I just went to my happy place. I just went to Maui, and it was truly amazing. Priceline has always been about getting you to your happy place for a happy price with deals you really can't find anywhere else. Like up to 60% off select hotels in Costa Rica or 5-star hotels for 2-star prices in Cabo.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
It's no secret that we're all busy these days and sometimes find ourselves with too much on our plate. Well, luckily, one of our new sponsors is here to help. Introducing HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Fall is right around the corner, and HelloFresh is here to help you plan for that busy season ahead with tasty dishes delivered right to your door. Simply choose your recipes and pick your delivery date, then lay back and enjoy the last days of summer, knowing that dinner is covered. HelloFresh keeps your taste buds on their toes with 40 chef-crafted recipes to select from every week. From family-friendly to fit and wholesome, you'll always find new and exciting recipes to try and love. And my favorite part? HelloFresh is actually significantly less expensive than both takeout and grocery shopping. So HelloFresh has managed to save me time, health, and a little moolah too. So, go to HelloFresh.com/50optimal and use code 50optimal, that's numbers 50optimal, for 50% off plus free shipping. Go to HelloFresh.com/50optimal, that's numbers 50optimal, and use code 50optimal for 50% off plus free shipping. And a big thank you to Brian for this one, helpful in both personal and professional life, and he tends to write more about professional endeavors. But for as accurate as most of his points are, I did feel as though there was some generalization in there. But still, I think we all know what truth remains. And that is that we simply don't always have it in us to be smiling and be having attentive conversations. And this is something that we have to allow ourselves. We simply cannot be on all the time, even if we're proud of ourselves for being the type of people that listen to podcasts about building better relationships. So, while this is some great information laid out from Brian, and there is no shortage of opportunity to capitalize on it, please be gentle with yourselves and know that you can't show up like this all the time, and that's okay. As a matter of fact, in the times that you can't show up with cheer and pleasantries, you give people a chance to see who you really are, should you be willing and able to share your feelings in these moments. And this is not something you need to feel pressured to do either, but it's all to say that creating better relationships with those we work with, or might consider acquaintances even, is not limited to having a smile on or a bubbly personality all the time. I know you know that, so consider this a reminder that I hope was helpful to hear anyway. Okay, and with that, it is time to sign off on another episode of ORD, everyone. As always, I thank you for being here and continuing to make this show possible. I thank you for choosing to do right by your relationships today, and I hope you're having a great weekend. Be sure to come on back tomorrow for not one but two posts. That's where your optimal life awaits.